Another one! Aston Villa are linked with a move for Federico Chiesa. There's transfer rumours and big transfer rumours. And this is an absolute monster of a transfer rumour. It's coming from Forza Juventus, coming from Core Sport, who are reporting that Aston Villa have contacted Federico Chiesa's representatives with a huge financial package and the lure of playing in Champions League football. And obviously Aston Villa. But Chiesa, what a player he is. Dribbling, drive, penetration. He's got it. He's got the lot. Attacking intent. Can make things happen on his own. His crossing ability, his vision, his passing, his shooting ability, reading of the game. He's got the absolute lot. And this is one of the players, the superstar players, who Aston Villa are potentially looking to lure to Villa Park and B6. And I am absolutely all over this one. So Chiesa to Villa. Villa fans, let me know your thoughts on what you're thinking of Chiesa to Aston Villa. So it'll be interesting to read and hear what you guys are thinking with this rumour. So, Forza Juventus, we've already read the first part. The relationship between the two clubs are outstanding after recent Douglas Luiz swap deal. And that's something that I've been speaking about quite a bit in this window. The fact that teams negotiating and talking and working alongside each other to get these deals done. If you can have a good relationship with certain clubs, it can go a long, long way. Chiesa has been linked with Villa before, just like João Felix was. And when you're talking about, elite players, from a Villa fan's point of view, I would think that any player would want to walk to Aston Villa to play for us and would want to come. But that's not the case, is it? It doesn't work like that. These elite players, they want to be playing in the elite echelons of football. If you're not competing, and you see it, don't you? When we was just promoted to the Premier League, we weren't attracting Moussa Diaby. We weren't attracting those types of players. You have to try and work at it and get them young, and you'll get a superstar maybe. Or you maybe could offer sort of a player on a big package and, player might rock up and fair enough. But generally, you sort of have to earn the right to get these players. And I feel like Villa now have earned the right to go into any club and say, we want this player. Like, we should. And Chris Heck spoke about it. He spoke about, we're not just going to let the top big six take our players. We're going to go in there with our chests out and get some of theirs. And we've got Maatsen from Chelsea, a player that was in the Champions League. So I think from a Villa point of view now, probably before we have had to sell ourselves, we're on a journey, we're building, we're growing, we've got good owners, we've got ambitions, we want to be this club, we want to get there. And for some players, they're probably like, not right now. I like what you're saying, but I need to see proof in the pudding. And I think now we're at a point where, like I said, we go in and we go, we want you. And they look at us and go, Aston Villa, Champions League. You got Leon Bailey. You got Moussa Diaby. You got Ollie Watkins. You got Pau Torres. You're in the Champions League. You want to qualify for it again. You're investing. What an exciting place to be. And then you look and think, oh, there's Unai Emery. He can make me better. So I think now we're in that position where we can go out and try and get any player. And I think most players now would have a look at Villa and have to think about it and think, do you know what? That's the place to go to. So that's where I'm at. Chiesa, João Felix, players of that ilk, of that stature. I think that's the market we should be shopping in. So, but like I said on the episode that we did on Sunday that came out, the fact that, we will go after some superstars, but we will also go after some experienced players that might not excite everybody, but they have a massive part to play, like Barkley. Hermoso, players like that are sort of the players that we need as well. So it's about finding that balance. But I mean, Chiesa, I imagine a lot of you know a lot about Chiesa anyway. So we'll go straight to SofaScore and we'll have a look at what he's been doing at the Euros and for Juventus as well. So let's get straight in there then. So Chiesa, 26 years of age. He'll be 27 this year. Right-footed, market value at 32 million euros. I have seen that the fee would be around 25. So the fee's not as high as what we'd probably expect it to be. He's got an attacking rating of 77. His strengths are his playmaking. They've got him as a striker here, but you'd see him more on the left or the right. So for Italy at the Euros, he was playing on the right-hand side. He got a SofaScore rating of 7. There was one game, I think it was the Albania game, where he was absolutely terrifying. He was brilliant. And, I was watching him closely because I'd heard that we'd been linked before and I wanted to have another look at him after, the Euros that we saw him in England do so well as well. And he was just running them absolutely ragged. Every time he got the ball, he was creating something. His vision was great. He was absolutely scintillating on that right-hand side. So he's got a SofaScore rating of 7. And at the Euros, we've got accuracy of 74. We've got 2.3 ball recoveries per game, 57% successful dribbles, which is absolutely insane, winning 48% of his total duels. If we go to have a look at how he played for Juventus last season in Serie A, you can see SofaScore rating of 7.12, which again is really, really high. So he had a fantastic season, predominantly on that left-hand side. So you can already see that he's versatile, can play on the left or the right as well, but predominantly for Juventus, he's on that left-hand side. Villa are currently, we've got a lot of options on that left-hand side as well, but with our system, we don't know how that's going to look next season anyway, so that's why. New concept, Clipboard Corner. Go and check it out. You'll find out everything about Clipboard Corner. It's going to be your home of Aston Villa's content over the course of pre-season. It's a new little umbrella sort of little on this channel, but it's something that we're going to pack a lot of stuff into. So I'll link it to the end of this video as well. So he scored 9 goals last season, goal conversion rate of 12%. We've got 2 assists, 77% passing accuracy, 84% in his own half, 67% in the opposition half. And that's quite important as well. With the pass percentage in the opposition half, I'm okay with seeing it lower, because what it means when it's lower, it means he's trying more. If you've got a pass completion in the opposition half of around 90%, you're playing too many safe passes. So you've got to see that number being a bit lower to show you the passes that he's trying to get off as well. We've got 1.9 ball recoveries per game, 42% successful dribbles, 44% total duels, ground duels 46. If we have a look at FB Ref as well, you'll see some of these other numbers in here, which are amazing. So we've got progressive passes received, 8.85. We've got successful take-ons, 1.43. Progressive carries per 90, 4.55. Pass completion, 69%. We've got shot creating actions at 4.79. Shots in total per 90 at 3.03. Absolutely brilliant numbers there. Transfer market having valued around 35 million. We've got he can play on the left wing, right wing, or a second striker. And that is something also that we've mentioned already so far during the course of pre-season especially, is that Aston Villa have a lot of players that can play in multiple positions. So multiple positions mean that they can be moved around and play in different areas and utilised on game basis. If you've got a player that can only play in one area, you're quite stuck with what you can do with that player. So players that can move across the front line are really important as well. Imagine we've got Chiesa causing damage down the right-hand side, switching to that left-hand side a little bit more damage down there, switching back, absolute nightmare for fullbacks. Absolute nightmare. So Chiesa, fantastic. We've got Italy, 51 appearances, 7 goals. Serie A, he's made 235 appearances, 47 goals, 43 assists, which is just absolutely incredible numbers. Champions League, 13 appearances, 6 goals, 3 assists. Europa League, 12 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist. The kid's an absolute baller. We saw it when he was at Italy at the Euros, when it was in England, how good he was on that sort of that tournament. He is X Factor. He is scintillating to watch, exciting, dynamic, creative, gets you off your seat. A beautiful player to watch in general. You know, I enjoy watching him anyway, and I don't support Italy. I don't watch, I don't support Juventus. But when you see him play, he is so good because you're just like, what? That's some of the stuff he does is absolutely incredible. So for me, if I had to pick Chiesa or João Felix, it's Chiesa. I think he's just got more of a better temperament, I think. I think at 26, there's still a lot of scope and development. He's yet to hit prime Chiesa. And I think one man that could unlock that would be Unai Emery. So it's one to keep an eye on. From the Juventus side of things, this is where it's coming from. And I think when you start getting sources that are close to a club reporting on things, then it's pretty reliable. And I kind of like when you start to see those type of sources pop up with information. So Villa fans, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts on where you're at with it. I imagine it's going to be, sometimes we have a 50-50. I reckon this is going to be 80-20. 80% will love it, 20 will be unsure. So we have got something else to mention as well. Modern Attire, the hoodie that I'm wearing, have got a discount code for Villa fans. It's UTV20. I'll tag it in the description to the video, and you'll get yourself some money off their gear as well. Hoodies, T-shirts, really good quality. So, it's really nice, good material. So you've probably seen me wearing this a few times as well. So we've got a discount code now as well. So UTV20, type that in, and then you'll get yourself the discount on there as well. So go and check it out. Chiesa, up the Villa, and check out Clipboard Corner. I'll put it on the end of this screen, so it might just filter into that episode, or you just click it and you'll go straight into there. So up the Villa, up the Chiesa. I hope it comes off.